Hello, friends. So, yesterday we didn't get as many days as we usually do because we took part of the fish face-off. Winning the fish face-off got us a garnet, so we're going to put everything away. I don't think I did it yesterday. Okay. So we have 4 silver here. We've got 1 more silver here. I think I'm going to start carrying that around because as soon as we unlock Herbstburg to the point that we can start upgrading our hammer, that's going to be worthwhile. So I think I'm going to keep enough silver in my pockets. We'll keep mining, keep getting silver so that we can upgrade our hammer and our pickaxe. And it looks like we finally have enough tomato that we can now make our ahi poke and pass in to get Brendan on his way, unless he needs the baguettes. I forget, what part are we on with you, Brendan? Oh, looks like baguettes, butter, and fried egg. So what we're needing here is we're going to need more milk. We're going to need more. So we've got 2 butter and 1 milk. We need 2 more milk. And we're going to need a few baguettes. Well, we can get some free baguettes today because Neil's been asking for the 5 tomatoes. So we've got those. Which means he will give us 3 baguettes, which will fulfill his needs for baguettes. And then we just need 2 more milk. And we have plenty of fried eggs. So you can see we've got plenty of fried eggs. We usually use those for energy just because we get so many of them. And once our cow grows up, our new cow, Dahlia, grows up, and once our chicken hatches out of the egg that we're incubating, we will start getting more milk and more eggs. Of course, the chick, when it hatches, will have to grow into a full-size chicken. We are filling up our little barn, so we might want to start eventually looking into increasing our barn capacity. It makes it a lot easier when you have more room so that the animals aren't as hard to navigate around. But it also enables us to get more, say, sheep. We don't have any sheep, so we don't have any wool coming in. The wool is used in a few requests. There's going to be one particular type of wool that's required for story progression. So we need to make sure that we have enough room for at least one of those type of sheep. We are also going to want to start preparing for opening up Zimmergrad. Once we drop the Zimmergrad wall, we can start really progressing into the more endgame scenarios. I'm just going to put all of this away because we don't need it right now. Maybe we will throw some wheat into the Herbstburg farm because we can turn that into tall wheat. Let's go make sure that Neil still wants his tomatoes and we'll get those free baguettes. I wonder... Yep, it looks like we got our second note here, so I think we might have a scene if we enter into the restaurant with Neil. Oh, maybe tomorrow. Nope, here it is. Now, I believe if you miss a scene with someone, it's harder to get their reputation points up. But I haven't experienced that myself. I think it's harder with some of the people later on in the game that are harder to find, that you have to go out of your way to get their events. I know we have some spare onions. I don't know if we have all 3. Now, remember when we were looking for baguettes, they weren't a big priority because we could just buy them if we needed to. The hardest part is getting the milk, so let's go see if Judy has any requests for us. Because one more thing of milk from Judy, and we will finally be able... And I think she's on her glass request. Yes. So we can make the last butter and get Brendan on his way during this walkthrough. That'll unlock our 3rd star in Lectonbury. Or I'm sorry, in Lilikala. And the nice thing is getting Lilikala up to 4 stars, increasing their culture that much, means that we will be able to get some increased sprinklers available at docks. Now, we don't necessarily have the items needed for them, but then they will become more of a priority while we're mining, to mine in areas that those materials pop up, so that we can get the bigger 2 square sprinklers. We missed Judy as she was walking out of her area. And I think that we just got Judy to her 3rd note, which means we may at some point get pulled into another scenario with Judy. Let's start making that butter though. And then after we make the butter, we will finish cleaning up our farms, setting up our wheat, and then it should be cooked. Yep, we've got 3 in our pockets. Let's make our butter. So it's 3 in-game minutes, but rather than just sit there and waste time waiting for it to cook, we might as well go up to Herbstburg, talk to some people, check and see where we're at on the culture level. We should be getting a little closer to unlocking, at least to bring the people back and start setting up for... Actually, how many days do we have left on that? We should... Tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be able to get more. This general store, tool shop, whatever you want to call it, is going to be more important in the end game once we open up. So you can see we can buy regular board lumber and square lumber without having to trade any items for it. But it's also going to offer high quality board lumber, high quality square lumber, which will be much more expensive, but highly useful in things like upgrading, fixing bridges, upgrading your house. You're going to need a lot of it for the DLC once we finish the regular game. Back here in this empty workshop, once we return the people from Providence back to the town, it will open up, and this is where we will be able to upgrade our hammer and our pickaxe, which are two of the most important ones. Now, I was looking for a lovebird, but I think we need to make some pet bowls in order to make pets. There is a lovebird that pops up in Herbstburg, and now that we've got that opened up, we may want to take the time making friends with some animals here. The lovebird that is tameable to make one of your pets is a nice one to get because it brings you crop seeds that are rare. So for example, the royal herb, it's one that we can plant in spring to get a hybrid of mystic herb. And that one is not necessarily incredibly easy to find. Also, water lotus seeds are going to become more important once we open up the Zimgrod area. We are going to be trying to hybridize that a lot. Once we finish the main storyline, the goddess will allow us to make seeds off of grown things. So once we get a hybrid, if we need lots of them, we could take her a hybrid, or whatever the hybrid crop or flower is, take it to the goddess and ask her to turn it into seeds, which will only get one seed per crop, which doesn't seem like it's worthwhile. But then we can turn around and ask her to multiply the seeds. So with the one seed, she will then turn it into 3 seeds. So if we keep multiplying and keep giving her the hybrids that we need more of, we can get usually about 3 seeds every 4 days, I think. So we've started growing a bunch of wheat in Herbstburg because that can hybridize into tall wheat so that we get extra money. Plus, we're low on wheat, and it's an often requested item by Anna. So if we want to help boost our culture points in Lectonbury so that once we get Brendan on his way and unlock that 3rd star, the culture star in Lilikala, we can start focusing on other things. Plus, once we open up the 4th star in Lilikala, we can upgrade our fishing rod again, which will be very nice. We will need all 3 of these same baguette, butter, fried egg in Zimgrod. They also have a traveling merchant. So once we finish up with Brandon, we're still going to need to keep working on getting enough butter, baguettes, and fried eggs for one more traveler. So let's go ahead and, I don't know why I highlighted that now. We're going to go visit Brendan. We're going to give him all of the things that he needs to be able to travel, and that should unlock that third culture star here in Lilikala. Oh, I was thinking about that upgrade to the next level of fishing pole, so my brain just went on automatic. Now, I know we use a lot of coconuts to make coconut milk, which will be very useful when we're navigating through the desert or through the volcano, but once we are to the point that we're near the end game and we no longer need to worry so much about needing to refill stamina because we'll have so many stamina hearts, it won't be nearly as important. We'll still need some, but it won't be constant and all the time. What we will do... let's buy some eggplants to grow in our springtime area. I thought they had... Oh, the hollyhocks are at the flower shop. So let's get Brandon on his way, and then we'll hit the flower shop to get some hollyhocks to grow in springtime. Just filling up those extra spots in springtime that we already have sprinklers for, that just opened up after we grew the tomatoes that we needed. Oh, Brandon, I am so happy to get you on your way. Now, Brendan tends to travel a lot, like a lot. He tends to not be in town that often. He visits all of the major towns in different areas. He also can end up in... It's usually mostly towns that he travels to. Because he's trying to gather recipes. So these are all recipes that we haven't purchased. We could probably get all of them and it wouldn't be a big deal, but we don't really need them right now. So we could save our money towards the barn upgrade. It's 70,000 for the barn upgrade. And now that we pass that in, Lilikala will unlock that third star. And once we finish raising the culture level for Lectonbury, we'll move back to Lilikala to increase its culture level. I don't think these are grown back all the way, but we might as well... Oh, they are. Let's grab those really quick before we go fish. Oh, those are the ones that we grabbed. We just missed the one tree. All right. Go get our daily fishing. Looks like 2 cod and maybe a saffron cod. Or it could be a small pollock. Well, that should make up for the fact that These are probably just regular cod. Nope. This one should be a DLC fish. It's better money than a cod. About double. Far more difficult to catch, as you can see. This one's a lot easier to catch when we have the upgraded fishing pole, but we clinched it. Let's see if we can get this one a little closer to us, just in case we lucked out and got two. Seems to be a little pickier than a cod normally is, so maybe. So tomorrow's going to be a good day. Herbstburg should open up, where we will then start being able to rebuild the homes and bring back the villagers from Providence after the homes are rebuilt. We will also hopefully should unlock Lilikala. Their 3rd star should unlock. I can't think of anything else we would need to do here to unlock it, so I'm pretty sure Lilikala will be ready for us to start turning in requests. So when you don't live in a town, you can still upgrade or get their increases to the culture level simply by refilling everybody's daily requests. And they will ask for many of the similar things every single time. And that's just a mechanism so that you can increase the culture level. Those requests don't generally give you the rewards that are commensurate to the amount of cost it will take for you to fulfill the request. So the main reason that we do them is to increase the culture level and increase reputation with that particular person. Now, we're going to do a couple of things tonight really quick. We are going to grab this fodder corn seed, and I think I'm going to open up this statue if I can. It is kind of getting late, so it just kind of depends on if we'll get there fast enough. Now, we won't be able to get down into the area that is south of it, which is what meets up with the area we've already unlocked when we were going to tame our white horse, because there's a broken bridge, and I don't want to waste any of the materials when we've got... See, there's the statue right there. When we've got houses and buildings that we need to rebuild right now in Herbstburg starting tomorrow. Okay, so it looks like that one is on the other side of the bridge. We can open it up from the other side without having to finish that bridge. Oops. And we can finish the bridge later on. But I did want to get one more fodder corn, and we might as well just take a few minutes tonight, plant the fodder corn here in summer, because that will hybridize into gem corn occasionally, and get some of the eggplants planted in Lectonbury so that we can get... Oh, we got 2 fodder corn off that guy. Not gonna complain. But we need to keep our fodder corn going, especially if we plan on upgrading the barn and getting some more sheep. I do generally buy a regular sheep rather than raise it, just so that I can open up the... And that's just the regular sheep. I am not talking about the black wool sheep called, I think, black-nosed valets or something like that. None of those will hybridize in here, so we might as well leave it open. That's the nice thing about opening up your culture levels. Ooh, we need to get to bed so we don't get a sleepy debuff tomorrow. So if you make it into bed before 3 a.m., you're generally okay. Sometimes you'll still get sleepy being up after 2. But we had a lot to do today. Since we're after 2 and we're inside, I'm going to start the coffee being made so that it'll be ready in the morning. And the coconut milk, not tomato juice. And then we will be ready for a mine run because we still need a lot of silver. Silver is going to become an important part of upgrading all of our tools, and once Herbstburg workshop is back in place, if we can get the reputation up high enough. Oh, good. So we've got Lectonbury to its 4 stars. Tomorrow we should have the It's Doing Better from the goddess, unless it happens this morning, which would be nice. Yep. Yay, Lectonbury is doing better. Lilikala is doing better. So we got both upgraded a single star on the same night. Just by doing the things that we've been working up to every single day. So now that we've got Lilikala so that it is 3 stars full, we may want to look into getting some sardines or something to pass in as a request, just to get it that extra little bit into the 4th star so we can start unlocking some more products. Lectonbury has this weird, yeah, there's a striped eggplant. We might want to pick up some more pineapple today. Or maybe we'll go into the flower shop, get some hollyhocks, and pick up some pineapples. Just to get some more hybrids going here. It generates more money. We don't need the hybrids this early. Once we open up the expo, we'll want them. But right now, they're just going to take up space. And until we upgrade both our house and our refrigerator, which is not going to be capable of doing until we get a farm going in a winter location. Nope, that's not what I want. Make feed. Okay. Still no baby chick, so I'm hoping maybe tomorrow. By the time that Dahlia is fully grown and we get more milk, we should have Zimmegrod opened up for the next part of our requests. We need 1 more high quality board lumber in order to open that up. So I just want to cook our fried eggs really quick and pick up everything that we cooked last night. And then... So these squash we could keep, but I would like to start selling all of the hybrids. And mostly because our fridge is going to start filling up real fast. And so the only hybrids we want to hang on to is probably this Heart of the Earth. We could just sell this yellowfin tuna because we know how to catch it. It's not required for anything in particular. And space, we're about halfway full right now, but it's going to start filling up real fast as we start getting new seeds and new things that we're going to be growing. Well, we have 5 silver. We could probably make another sprinkler. Since we only have 1 going in the fall area, I want to get at least 2. The small sprinklers, they don't provide a lot of coverage or area, but they are going to become more and more outdated once we start getting more and more larger ones. But in the meantime, we can shuffle the small ones around to whichever. I have no idea how you got in there, Daisy. First, let's just take a look really quick so that we can bump over. Yeah, 5 sardines for Aolani. That's not hard. We can just run over to the beach over here, get 5 fish. It'll be even easier than the first time because we have the expert rod instead of the old rod. And they're small fish, so it should be a very quick and easy way to get some reputation increases. We could probably check with Selena wants those 3 onions. We could check and see. I think we might only have 1, so we might have to grow some more. Yeah, see, they're not even getting close to being... These are so split far apart. I don't know. There isn't really a good way to try to get them both interested at the same time. And this might be too close. So... after we catch this one, rather than going after that last one, I think I'm just going to switch to the other school of fish that has like 5 of them all together, because I can throw it one time and someone will be interested in the bobber. Without having to work so hard for that last fish. And it doesn't matter if they're 1-star or 2-star or no star, she will take all of them. If we had all of them 1-star or 2-star, that can increase our reward. But generally it still doesn't ever increase it enough to be worth spending that kind of time just on a regular daily request. I don't know that he can eat a striped eggplant or a squash, so maybe we will go get him his favorite radish. We should sell those 3 tuna. Oh, I only have 4 sardines, so we're gonna need to catch 1 more. But let's empty out our pockets, feed our horse. Maybe we should grab that 1 sardine before we head to Lilikala to deal with the farm there. Herbstburg, we would only be going for the scenario because the wheat that we planted is not going to be available yet. However, if we get another sprinkler today, we might want to set up a second thing of wheat. Alright, so he's no longer hungry. Let's go sell those tuna before I forget. Get my last. So I guess there's only 4 fish in the school. We'll grab our last 1 sardine that we need and head to Lilikala, take care of the farm, and then go give it to Aolani, which should hopefully get us over... Where did all the fish go? I don't remember there being... Maybe it glitched out. We might have to do that tomorrow. Let's see what else we've got. Zinnia wants compost, and I've been dutifully filling that directly into the fertilizer. Porcini mushrooms we might have. This helps Providence. This is not a bad idea because now we have the white horse. We might want to make some more square lumber and gather that stuff together. But I don't think... Yeah, this is going to be up in the cold area, which we haven't opened yet. This is only available in summer. Which, if we had built a bridge, we'd be able to get, but... that we might be able to do. We might be able to do that one too. Alright, let's check and see if we have the items just in our storage. I know we picked up some mushrooms of the right type when we were going to the white horse. I don't know if we have all 3 that we would need. So let's check. If we do, if Brandon's there, we can just pass them right in. Actually, I think these might hybridize in autumn. Let me double check. Yep. So we're going to take these 2 with us to Herbstburg. We're going to buy a new sprinkler to set up some stuff. Oh, well, we can give that in. Yeah, we only have 2. We need 3. So, but we do have this. So we might as well pass in a few. Let's grab our fodder corn so we can plant our obligatory 1 fodder corn per day. Head over to our farm really quick. Oh, I forgot to grab the sprinkler from Doc's. Well, I think we will do that next. Okay, so we've started another fodder corn. let's go to docks before he's closed, because if we have to fish late into the night, or farm, or whatever it is we haven't done yet, that's what we will focus on. I was going to try to go to the mine today, but I think with all of these scenarios and things, we'll have to go to the mine tomorrow. But at least we'll have everything set up. We can get Lilikala, a sliver of reputation into the... Oh, see, we have now enough to upgrade the expert hoe. I'm saving it though. We're going to want that for the hammer. And I think that's what we're going to look at here. Okay. Let's go pass in some quests and then we'll head to Herbstburg, see our next scenario, and then put out... See, we can talk to people and it'll help a little bit, but I don't think we're going to get a full reputation. I think the bump to the culture level happens when we get a full reputation bump. So let's just run down here, talk to Zinnia, give her her mushroom. Fulfilling the request got us a sliver into that 4th star. Let's go see if Brandon's in the restaurant, but we'll go after we get some hollyhock. If we have it. Nope. But these we can buy. They can turn into the Stargazer in springtime. Sunflowers have... I think it is in the flatlands, so like the breezy plains. If we were to fence off that area, we could put the sunflower and grow it, and it could hybridize into also a nighttime bloom. The sunflower also has a hybrid called the Eclipse in the desert, and I think those are the only areas that it would hybrid, which is why I'm not buying it now, since we don't have any of those open to us at the moment. Well, we could purchase some hibiscus. I think the hibiscus... Is it in the autumn? No, I'm thinking... So there's a couple of versions of hibiscus. The only hybrid to this one is in the volcano, which we aren't going to have opened for a while. But the red rose, we get requested that fairly often. It does have an upgrade in the desert, but again, that one's going to be end game before we worry about hybridizing it. I should have gotten a strawberry to plant in summer, though. I didn't even think about it. Oh well. I think we do open up the hollyhocks here, but I think we need to have the full update for... It might show up tomorrow when the products increase, now that we've got our little sliver into the 4th. But I think we might have to wait until we get Lilikala all the way up to the 4th star. Oh, it's not letting me give him... Oh, that's because I don't have the porcini. Okay. I thought there was one more request that I had. Oh, yeah. it is this guy in this house that isn't in a shop, and so I always forget about him. I think this is Aolani's dad, who's supposedly a master fisherman. And so he gives us a bunch of piranha. I don't know why he loves fishing piranha so much, but, you know, cool, I guess. Interesting. So... that, if I had brought upgrade materials, would have been something we could turn in as well. But we need the upgrade materials because we're about to open them up. Let's go do that right now before everybody goes to bed for the night. We need to see the scenario so that people will start asking us to help them fix houses. I think that'll be tomorrow. Once we've seen this scenario. This one's going to be a little bit longer of a walkthrough. I prefer to keep it around 1 hour. But sometimes you don't have a choice in it. So Ella is the artist. I am not sure why her clothes have art supplies on them. That always seemed weird to me. And like a color palette in her hair seems like it would get messy. This one's one of the longer scenes. I'm trying not to go so fast that you can't read. If I'm not reading it out loud, though, I don't necessarily recognize when I'm reading too fast. My kids have asked me to possibly start streaming a specific stream for kids where I just play the game and read all of the words on it. So that might be something that I branch into once I find a game that will keep my interest and also one that the kids enjoy. Maybe one of the Pokemons I'm thinking. So this is what we need the 2 Damascus steel for, which we've already got. once we get through all of the scenario today, we can bring everything back tomorrow to pass it in. That's one reason why it's good to go as deep as you can inside the mines as quickly as possible. On the way down, a lot of times you'll pick up things that you don't even realize you need. So let's take a look. So repair the tuning fork. We have to go to Andrea. That will be, I think we have one more. Andrea's in Providence. She is the crafter who does the workshop here. And we lost our horse, so let's see if we can convince him. Okay. Go set up the rest of the farm in here. And then if we have time, we'll fish. And then tomorrow will be our mining day, since we'll have a lot less. It's just going to be basically pass in the stuff that you've already got. So tulips can hybridize into yellow tulips. It's also a highly requested item by Ella. And they are generally fairly easy to get to hybridize. I generally hang on to them because she asks for it all the time. It's a quick and easy way to build reputation with her, to increase reputation for Herbstburg. And now that we've got that one filled up, let's head back. We might as well get Andrea the scenario done, if it'll let us. I might be too late in the day. Oh. And it's just getting later as I trip all over myself. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be... Oh. So, I think I put into the wrong door. This is the other girl that is going to... Tori. She also lives in Herbstburg. Helping her out opens up the mining meet, which is a monthly competition for mining. It's generally fairly easy if you take lots and lots of food, have increased stamina, and have upgraded hammers, even at the intermediate. So the difficulty from beginner to intermediate is hugely different, and then again from intermediate to advanced, also hugely different. Alright, so tomorrow we'll be able to find out what building materials we're going to need to provide. Maybe today we should double check and make sure we have enough wood turned into planks and to boards. Well, I guess square and boards. And I think let's go fish really quick and maybe plant the couple of seeds that we got for springtime planting before bed. And tomorrow we'll just pass in what we've got stuff for and then focus on mining the rest of the day. Pretty sure that big one's going to be a cod. Now that I look at it, I think the cod is a little bit smaller than the DLC version of the fish. That gives us quite a bit more money. but it's also much easier to catch. See, reeling it in, it moves much faster. So I can tell. And if you look at the stamina, it tires out much easier. So that's just a regular cod. But, you know, 550 for the baseline, no star version of cod, I'm not going to complain about. That I think I put in too close. Okay, let's go plant the rest of our stuff at home. And then I think tomorrow everything will just be maintain the farms, see what we can build with what we've already got, and then mine the rest of the time. Nope. We don't want to sell that. Let's bring back that sardine. We just need one more. Now, these DLC flowers, I prefer to turn them into hybrids while I live here, because then I will see when they are completely grown up and grab them at night, because sometimes you think they're still growing because they're in the bud stage, but it's just because it's not nighttime. Same with the Queen of the Night flower. It does the same thing, where if you're not careful, you can accidentally not pick it at the right time and then it will wilt. I'm going to put my 4 sardines in there until we have a minute to catch more. I'm going to put all of that away. Well, we'll probably need some just to make sure that that DLC flower has a good chance of hybridizing. So let's take 10 total. We can return all of these here. Oh, let's take these back. And we generally have requests for a few things. I know we're going to need that. We have no board lumber though, so let's make 20 board lumber. In the morning when we wake up, we'll make sure that we have enough to make 20 square lumber. And that's good. Oh good, now we've unlocked a little bit into the 5th star in Lectonbury. Having Lilikala out of it is into its 4th star means we should have some more products. We already have 5, so let's do those 13. That'll get us 18, which should be enough for this upgrade, but we might even it out after those ones are done. We'll grab a whole nother stack of the regular lumber. You can see we're starting to run low on lumber, and that is pretty common. Okay, we're not going to make the compost into fertilizer at this point so that we can fulfill the request of compost from Zinnia, which is weird because she has a whole barn of animals herself. So I can't believe that egg still hasn't hatched. It'll probably be on our next walkthrough. Now we should, once we've got enough silver that we have some spare, make our pet bowls inside our home. It is 7 processed silver to turn it into a pet bowl, which then will enable us to tame a wild pet, one of the small ones like the lovebirds. Yeah, we have lots of new products everywhere. Lilikala and Lectonbury. Alright. And we have a nice early morning. Let's go pick up our wood of whatever we have. Remember, in the general store, we can now buy it in Herbstburg, so if we don't have it made all the way yet, we still have options. Let's grab a stack here. I think without having it completely 100% memorized, I'm pretty sure we will be okay to fix a couple of things. I don't know if we have what we will need to fix everything, but let's everywhere there's a blue exclamation point is where we need to talk in order to get the quests to fix the buildings. I am glad that I brought the iron and the bronze. I wasn't sure, but because she's in where we have the storage spot, it's not a big deal. Now that second high quality lumber, board lumber, is what we need to be able to fix the bridge to go unlock Zimmergrad. It will require some coffee to keep us warm. The horse does not travel well in the cold area, so we'll have to go by foot for now. Yay! So now we can just sneak into the flower shop here in Herbstburg and drop off all of our extra materials so that our materials bag is empty. That way, when we are going to the mine and mining, we'll have more space for the raw ore. So we now have these 2 high quality board lumber. In Providence, there is a broken bridge that if you click on it, it'll give you the quest to fix the bridge. Requires 2 high quality board, and this is the first time we'll be able to fix that particular bridge, which is the only way to get into Zimmergrad without having the desert opened up. Yeah, nothing's grown up here. We have plenty of food, so let's just head straight here. We will do some mining, and that will be it for this walkthrough today. Now our goal is still to get as much silver as possible. This is a good mine for silver, which is why we're mining here. Oh, I hate it when you get locked in like this. It'll be nice when we can upgrade our hammer, which will happen once I think we need a full 2 stars in Herbstburg, and Andrea needs to go back into the workshop. She should be coming back on our next walkthrough. We are not very lucky in this one, but at least we got this silver node. If this way isn't the way down, oh good. Oh, here's some more silver. Oh, gold. I guess that's alright too. Now the crystal, I should have been more angled on this. I think I'm gonna avoid that one. We'll come back to it if we have to. I'd rather not fight the big rocks. Oh, looks like we are just surrounded by big rocks. The way down isn't going to be in that one because it's a dead end. So if we're looking for a way down rather than looking specifically for a specific thing, we would have to go in there. I guess we can try it. It's only 1 in the afternoon. Maybe if we deal with all of these dead ends with rocks at the end, we will get better levels. Bronze is useful, but it's just so plentiful right now that I probably won't even hammer it if it's gold anymore. We've got a decent amount of gold. That was iron, right? Oh, silver. Okay, that's what we're here for. So I think our very first pet we are going to make will be the... Yeah, I thought I saw a small one over there. Will be the lovebird that we can get in Herbstburg once we make a pet bowl. I just want to make sure we have enough silver. So here's our first Damascus steel node. We need it for 1 upgrade for the watering can later on. I generally don't upgrade the watering can until very last, just because... Oh, good. So sapphire is very important, but back to the watering can. It's not as important if you use sprinklers. So the sapphire that we got is a necessary component for one of the upgraded sprinklers. It tends to be one of the components of the upgraded sprinklers that bottlenecks you from being able to get the bigger sprinklers. We are very unlucky this time around when it comes to... I need to watch better for that. I didn't get completely out of that way. I am not being a good example of how to mine today. And I stepped right onto that. If I was just gonna fall, I could have done it without having to break that big. I should do this from an angle. And I'm not going to bother. Because whether it's gold or bronze doesn't matter. We don't need either of them at the moment. I think we've got a little silver thing, but it's in there past those rocks. And I think I'd rather go down a level and hope for a node than fight even more rocks. I keep doing that. I keep stepping in the very center instead of angling so that I'm looking at the center. See, that would have been another quick trip down. Seeing as how I'm having such terrible luck avoiding the rocks, I might as well start just planning on being hit by rocks. Moonstone is useful for a couple of requests. It becomes something that I probably sell more towards end game. I just wanted to grab that silver before we leave. Now this is one of them that you can't tell where you're at unless you're looking. So this is the last one here. We want to try to get down as far as we can. So having it go down an extra so that we've opened up the next warp point is always useful. But let's just very quickly before we go down, because we will probably be done mining and then need to go and fish our daily fish. This one has a golden carp in it. I don't know if I'll be able to reach him, but we'll try. The golden carp is worth 4,400 base price with no stars. I don't know that we'll be able to catch anything with stars, even with it being so close to the edge. This does look like it's, or behave like it's a regular no-star fish. And it is. Those are regular carp. We could, if we just wanted to get them on our encyclopedia. They're not particularly worthwhile. We've got enough time that we can go fish in our preferred fishing spot. But I thought I would just grab a few of these. Or in case we got anything good before we leave. Let's take a look at our silver here. So we got 6 silver. That is, I'm not going to focus so much on sprinklers at this point until we open up Zimmergrad, because 2 in each area is probably enough for right now. We will want to focus on getting the larger sprinklers. And now that we've unlocked Sapphire, we can start looking towards getting larger sprinklers. I think we need 2 Sapphire. I think we need a bunch of Amethyst too, but 6 silver, that's almost enough to get our pet bull right away. We have a hungry horse. Well, it's the end of the day, so if we go fishing, maybe I'll put him to bed and he'll eat in the morning. And then he won't be getting hungry in the middle of the day as often. It'll still happen occasionally. Oh man, that was not a good... I got a little too jumpy there. So maybe the next walkthrough will focus on catching us, taming a wild pet. Now we're going to go with a little pet so that it's in the house and it isn't taking up valuable barn space. The larger, like the tigers and the leopards and the big cats, you can't ride them. They all behave like regular pets. And those regular pets, you don't need them in the barn. You can have them in the house and they behave like they're in the barn, but they don't take up space in the barn. They don't take a chicken spot. They don't take a cow or a sheep spot. So maybe we will focus on that for the next walkthrough. It just depends on how much we need to focus on expanding Herbstburg. We can start looking into going into the Zimmergrad area as well. But I think that'll be after we start trying to tame a new little pet. There are pets that bring you fish. The wolf would be a good one. That would be a good choice for you if you hate fishing and need like tuna or something. Oh, my bag is full. Alright, so we can put the stone away. Oh, looks like we have 2 sapphires. So, if we can open up that sprinkler, which it might be opened at this point. Okay, let's take a look. We have 16 and 18. That should be enough for any building upgrades or like that we need to work on. But that is going to be it for us tonight. So I just wanted to recap. We have unlocked the 4th star in Lectonbury. We have unlocked the 4th star, or I should say we completed the 4th star, unlocked the 5th star in Lectonbury. We have unlocked the 4th star in Lilikala. We have completed the waiting period for Herbstburg, which means then we were able to pass in all of the required materials to get the workshop open, and in Herbstburg we will be able to explore those new recipes tomorrow, and which will be in the next walkthrough, and we will probably focus on getting a pet. Thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions, feel free to comment below. If you'd like me to do a specific tutorial, feel free to mention it. If you got anything out of this particular walkthrough, please like so that I know to do the same thing or mention the same things going forward if you learned anything. If you want to be alerted the next time the next walkthrough is available, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you and have a great day.